I am back. Okay, I was going to jump up on the ladder, except we have a spinning object above me, and if I would have went up one step, things would have gotten nasty. So I'm just gonna hold the camera and try to get proper ratings for my YouTubers. Oh, a couple of the batteries are done charging. That green light means that. So there you go, Charles. So let me zoom in. This is the charge controller that is hooked up to the orange battery, which is my oldest battery. It is also powering that light, LED light and fan at this moment. So let's go ahead, press some buttons. Oh shit, wrong button. That's horrible. So that turned off the load. 18 Celsius it says. It says the PV's bringing in, the photovoltaic solar panel is bringing in, bouncing around all kinds of 1 amp, 0, 0, all over the place. The load is 0.4 amps, which is the light, and yeah, just the light, because it's not sensing the fan as far as I can tell. 506 amp hours total that the PV has brought in. Why is it so low? 16 amp hour load. And back to normal. Okay, first question. Why? Oops, I'm in zoom. Whoa. That's too much of Rob, I think. Okay, why is that charge controller only brought in 500 and some odd amp hours per since it's been installed, basically? Well, the answer is easy. These batteries are always in float. They in the sunlight, there's 2 solar panels hooked up to this battery. 2 that are 100 watts each. So 200 watts are going into that battery at all times when the sun is out. Now, it's not always... This is where things get technical. It's not always 200 watts going in, unless you're under lab conditions, which are perfect. They don't exist in the real world. However, to answer the question simply, my battery's always in float, so the charge controller tells my solar panels, do nothing. We don't need any more power, we're full. So that's why I hardly brought any power in to the tiny house. Plus, most of the summer I've been not here working like crazy, taking care of my dad with all the health issues, weddings, everything else. Things have been nuts, guys. This summer, this 2017 has turned out to be, the summer 2017 has turned out to be a hellhole, right? So let's move on to my other battery, the newer one, which is on right now. The inverter's on, powering, charging my Dyson. And let's check him out. Oh, another battery's done. Good. So let's check this guy out. Now this guy, I'm assuming is going to have some way more better numbers, because this guy controls my heaviest loads, which are television. 18 Celsius. It is bringing in bounced around 3 amps, 4 amps, because the inverter's on. It's powering a TV in standby mode over in the next room. It is charging the Dyson vacuum cleaner, like I said, and it went back to the main screen. So for load 0.0 amps because I have nothing on that right now other than the battery charger. 453 amp hours. It's actually lower than the other one. Oh, that makes sense. I'll tell you why. Load. I'll tell you why that makes sense. So, let's get out of the wire spaghetti mess and get out of Zoom again. Sorry about that. Why is that? So, I was expecting the opposite. I was expecting that guy, which controls my TV, my heaviest loads, to, you know, obviously be larger. However, that little black fan, not the one spinning, that one there, that black one, has been on for literally months. And it's been powered through, you guessed it, the other charge controller, which I thought would have less. So that's actually put a little drain on the battery, and not very much, but has taken more. It was basically able to tick up on the counter of how many amp hours that sucker has brought in. Also, that also controls the light. So whenever I was here and back here, I had that light on, and that light is actually from Primo as well. So thanks, Primo, wherever you are. Haven't lost contact with him. He kind of closed his YouTube down, and haven't heard from him since. So hopefully he's doing well and his family's okay. So hopefully that satisfies the techies out there. Yet again, the reason why is it so low? Most people have thousands of hours of, you know, time on their solar system and blah 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 blah. Well guys, my system is completely budget. During the day, my batteries are always full. So when I'm using power in here, the batteries are always full no matter what. Because I planned the off-grid life about having your, you know, your comforts like a TV and some entertainment and like comfortable, you know, fans and stuff. But I planned it so I buy, you know, the most efficient possible appliance, so it's not putting a huge burden on my baby solar power system, right? Now, obviously down the road when I get the bigger one set up, I'll be able to bring in my fridge, you know, a refrigerator. And also I want to eventually possibly run my induction cooktop off of that. Hard to say though. I'm going to need quite a big battery bank for that. And also possibly air conditioning, though that's going to be tricky as well. So we'll see what happens. But oh, and the Panda washer spin dryer as well. Also recommended from our Tiny Cabin Project, John and Charles. Shout out to you guys. So, yeah. So that's what's going on, guys. Things are going well. The solar is excellent. I only have grand total of 4 solar panels on the roof. 2 to each battery that I have. I have 2 batteries. So 200 watts per battery. And as you can tell, it's overkill. But what I found was when I had 1 panel on my battery and I was running the TV in my earlier videos, it was just on the borderline edge of, you know, damaging the battery. Now with the extra boost with the extra solar panel, we're awesome. I haven't had issues since. And everything, like during the day, guys, I do not have my panels on a special angle or anything. They're laying flat up there, obviously with a nice big air gap underneath, so we get airflow to help cool the panels. Awesome. I don't have any special angles. I'm pointed straight into the sky, horizontal. Anybody who tells you you gotta have special angles and crap, they're garbage, guys. Like, I'm living proof of you don't need crazy angles. Unless you're living in an urban environment, you don't have a flat roof, whatever. As long as you are flat and you have no shade, trees or anything around you, you're pointing straight up, you have a nice air gap under there, you're golden. And then, of course, I'm going to have people that are, you know, gonna, you know, comment on this and say, oh, you know, blah blah blah. Well, guys, I'm showing you real time here that we're good. You don't need craziness. Now, the guys that are gonna comment says, well, we have all these loads and stuff. Well, that's your fault for buying huge loads and trying to run huge loads. That's not the point, guys. You want to buy the most efficient equipment, have all your creature comforts, and still not put a burden on your solar, so you have plenty of storage for, you can run these appliances longer and harder into the night. You're not worried about bringing your battery down. Just upgrade your appliances first, then jump onto solar. Not hard, and it's not that expensive either. You may have to not have a 40 or 50 inch plasma TV sitting on the wall. That's fine. Get a 32 inch. I plan on, actually I plan on getting rid of this TV and getting a 12 volt TV. Cha-ching, no more inverter, which means I can run TV at night. Longer, harder, better, faster. What's that song? Daft Punk? Yep. So awesome, guys. So that's what's going on. Ceiling fans obviously still going. Running, they're awesome. Dean, awesome, man. Get one. Get one. Oh, update. I've sent out all the giveaway items that I had. Now, the giveaway thing for me was a big thanks to my loyal viewers that are commenting all the time. I talk to on a regular basis. So don't feel bad if you haven't been picked. There's lots more of you joining my channel every day. You'll have your chance for sure. Definitely. So I'm going to end this video, and we're just waiting on one more of Charles's batteries to finish, and then they'll be topped right off, as you can see. And I'm waiting for my Dyson to finish off charging here as well. So hopefully that explains my solar a little bit better. The method behind my madness, guys, on the solar. Now, don't get me wrong. I gotta put a disclaimer in this video. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have a massive solar system and battery bank, but they're expensive. Very expensive. So with what I have right now on a budget, there's nothing beating it, guys, really. Absolutely not. I may not have options for entertainment at nighttime, so be it. I'll maybe watch an hour or two of TV if I'm lucky. That's kind of stretching it. Actually, and maybe watch the news for an hour after the sun's gone down. And then, guess what? That sucker gets shut off, and I'm down to power packs. Primo's power pack, now Charles is 2 power packs. I can run fans, lights, and listen to, I can run my podcast in here with a little speaker off of those. So that's some entertainment that is separate from my solar system. And I'm able to listen to that for the rest of the night and go to bed comfortably. I know it's a lot of people would have a struggle getting used to doing that, but I have to live with that until I get, you know, some money flow coming that I can afford the big stuff and have like a refrigerator, have a washer spin dryer going, and good stuff like that. And then the final thing is my water. I have 0 water. Why? How do you survive? And I have to bring water in to do anything in here, guys, to survive, basically, which is a huge nightmare. This was one of the major mistakes. If you watch my top 5 tiny house mistakes for this tiny house, huge mistake was me buying an actual trailer. I should have bought what you call a flatbed trailer, but since I was so tight on budget, I went with the shell, and I cannot add an angle roof. I cannot go any higher. I am screwed, and thus cannot capture rainwater. Though Stu says I should be able to do something if I run, 48 feet of gutter, rain gutter down both sides of the tiny house, maybe around the tiny house, front and back. It'll look ugly as hell, but it would work. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I get to my own property, I'll do that, guys. But if I put that on here, it'd be like, what the hell's going on? Like I was planning on it and everything, guys. I have the friggin' gutter screen bought and ready to go. I have 48 feet of this because I planned an angle roof, and the roof would be angled so the entire roof captures, goes into here, goes into my first flush system that I bought, which I cannot use because of this crap. And would have been awesome. I would have had water every time it rained, probably filled these suckers up, and then I wouldn't have any worries. Though I would be filtering this water. I wouldn't be using it for drinking unless I filtered it. So showers, washing clothes, washing dishes, washing hands, blah blah blah. And I could also put a shot glass full of bleach in there as well, and then wouldn't have to worry about crap growing in the tanks. So, and it'd probably purify it pretty well. Okay, Charles's battery is done. All his batteries are now charged. So there you go, Charles. Thanks you for sending me that. There it says full. Thank you for sending me your homemade charger there, so I can use your charger as a backup. But I do have that guy, so I didn't know if you knew it would charge those batteries or not, but now you do. So they're safely charged, no overcharging. They're lithium ion. You have to be careful with lithium ion. You overcharge or undercharge, there's going to be issues. So I'd rather use this system, and then, safety. That thing's regulated. I don't know the math. I'm not an electrician or anything like that. I know, that is good enough for what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull that plug out, and I'm going to plug the AquaCube battery back in. And we should check him out, actually, just to see. Let me check the AquaCube here quick before I end this video. This propane tank's empty, by the way, guys, so don't freak out. Battery is full, 64 and 63 in here. Wonderful. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'm going to take the fans down. I'm going to continue the charging of the Dyson. I'm going to pull his batteries out of here, and we're going to keep on trucking here, guys. So I'd like to thank everybody. The YouTube channel is growing. Let's keep it growing. Let's make it so I can afford to pay my rent for the tiny house and have a little bit of money in my pocket so I can get stuff done in here. Wouldn't that be awesome? Could I live off of YouTube? I doubt it. Unless I get like huge. That's up to you guys. But let's see. If I'm able to at least pay my rent and have a little money left over for projects, imagine how far I'll be able and fast I'll be able to get this sucker done, guys. That's awesome. So big thanks to all my subscribers, my viewers. If you haven't joined the Rob, me, and the Off-Grid Tiny House yet, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button. click the little bell. There's like a little Taco Bell logo. Well, it doesn't look like the Taco Bell logo, but click the taco logo. Not the taco logo, the bell logo, the little bell button. And that way you'll stay up to date whenever I post a new video. You'll get a notification. And like, comment, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I'll keep on making videos as long as you guys keep on showing up. How about that? Is that a good deal for you guys? Hopefully. So, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Big thanks to Charles, again, for sending me all that gear, all the way from the Netherlands. And actually, I should shoot his postcards real quick before I shut this video off. I'm gonna move the ladder. Whoa. So Charles, nice shout out to you. Here is your postcards. Still at the tiny house. They're gonna stay here, guy. That's awesome. So, if you guys want to send me any of your cool stuff, feel free. Just message me in the comments. Send it to my private messages. We'll figure something out. We'll get it in the tiny house here, and we'll get this project going. So, I'm out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Checking out.